Welcome student, welcome to my tutorial. I am Vidhubhushan Kaurav, your computer teacher. Let's back to our school. I hope you are doing well at your home. Our book name is Linux Based Cloud. Let's read our first chapter. The chapter name is Computer Language. So let's start our chapter. Learning in this chapter. Here it is written, learning in this chapter means what we learn in this chapter. First, program and programming concept, machine language, assembly language, high level language, concept of interpreter and compiler, fourth generation language. As you know that the chapter name is computer language means what? The computer understand only machine level language. Okay, means what? As you know, the computer is runs on electricity, so that it consists of lot of circuits inside the motherboard or inside the CPU. Okay, so that the computers only recognize the binary digits, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so these binary digits is known as your machine language. So computer only knows machine language. If you entered your name, okay, if you entered your name in computer, the computer convert your name into binary digits. Okay, each and everything it will convert into binary forms. So let's read more about it. So why there is a language is required? Language is a way of communication. You know it or not? Okay, so let's read. Language is a medium to express our views and feelings. To communicate with a computer, we need a language that a computer understands. For every action, a computer has to be given instruction accordingly. Means for each and every action there is some instruction will required for the computer. A program is a set of instructions that tells the computer what to do. Remember these things. What is program? A program is a set of instructions that tells the computer what to do. Underline these things. The process of writing specific instruction in a computer language is called programming. So what is programming? The process of writing specific instruction in a computer language is called programming. Okay, each programming language has its own specific rules. The development of programming language has improved considerably with the age of ability of programmers to write powerful application programs. Okay, the development of the computer language has been classified into the following categories. What are these? See, this is computer language. Okay, computer language is categorized into machine language, assembly language, high level language, fourth generation language. Okay, let's read one by one. First is machine language. This is these are used in first generation. Okay, as you know, in the previous class you have learned that there are 5 generations are there: first generation, second generation, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, in first generation what are the languages used? Machine language. Let's read. It is the only language that the computer understands. It is expressed in binary form, that is 0 and 1, where 0 means off state, and 1 means on state. Okay, like we are using the switch, electric switch on and off. Okay, machine language has the advantage of very high speed and very low memory utilization. So if the computer runs that language, means machine language, it runs very high speed and it will take less memory. Okay, but understanding and learning machine language is very tough and time consuming process. Now everybody cannot read this type of languages because all the things are converted into 0 and 1. Okay, It is very difficult to write and debug programs written in machine language. Debug means one type of executing the program. Okay, when the program is written by the programmer, the computer is execute or run the programs to give the output. It is highly machine dependent. A machine language program written on one computer may or may not run on another computer. Suppose you are writing the machine code in your PC. Okay, suppose this code will copy and paste in some other PC, then that code may not be work because it is machine dependent. Okay, because of this, very few people go for specialization in machine language. That is why machine language is also known as low level language, means LLL, low level language. Machine level language is also known as low level language. Okay, just read and remember all these things. So here it is a figure in 1.1 first generation computer. See this computer is how much big. Okay, this is the picture of first generation of computer. Okay, next read second generation computer. Means second generation, what are the languages are used? Assembly language. Okay, this language use mnemonics codes. What codes? Mnemonics codes or symbols in place of 0 and 1. So what are the things things are used in machine language? 0 and 1. But here in assembly language, what are used? Mnemonic codes or symbols are used. Okay, for example, if the operation code for add is 0010 in binary language, it can be directly written as add in assembly language, because assembly language use symbolic codes. Okay, so it is very easy to understand. Add means addition, hence it is easier to work with assembly language than in binary language. So binary language everybody cannot understand. Okay, so assembly language is easier than the machine language. Since a computer can understand only machine language, so assembly language programs have to be converted into machine language. Okay, translator programs, also known as assemblers, were developed to convert the assembly language program into machine language. So there is a translator will required to convert assembly level language to machine level language. Okay, understood or not? That translator is known as assembler. Okay, a program written in assembly language is called the source program or source code. Remember these things. A program which is written in assembly language is called source program or source code. Like you are writing in English language, Odia language, Hindi language, okay, any other language. Understood or not? So if the program is written in assembly language, okay, that program is known as source program or source code. Whereas the program converted into machine language by the assembler is called object program or object code. So when the source code or source program converted by the assembler, then the output is known as object program or object code. Okay, so here you can see in page figure 1.2 second generation computer. See, it is looks like an Almira type. Yes or no? Like machine language, assembly language is also machine dependent, and programming in this language is quite time consuming. Thus, it is also regarded as a low level language. Okay, it is also considered as low level language. Okay, it is also machine dependent. It is not independent. Okay, next, high level languages mean third generation. In third generation, high level languages are used. Let's read. The restriction in the use of machine and assembly language promoted people to develop a language with the following features. What are the features? simple and user friendly language, language that is machine independent. Okay, these are the main highlighted point. Next, owing to the above mentioned feature, it become easy to learn and use the computer languages. A large number of people started writing computer programs using these languages. That is why it is known as high level language, means HLL. Okay, high level languages is quite similar to the English language. So anybody can understand? Those are able to read the English language? Yes or no? C, C++, Java, etc. are some of the popular high level languages. So these are the example of high level language, means C, C++, Java. These are name of programming languages. Remember these things. Okay. High level languages programs need to be translated into machine languages by using the translator programs. It also required to convert. Because why the translator are required? Translator are required to convert only the languages. Means suppose the program written in high level language, it convert into machine language. Suppose the program is written in assembly language, it convert to machine language. Yes or no? So translator is most required. There are two type of translators programs that are as follows. What are the translator programs? We will read. Okay. Here in figure 1.3, third generation computer. See, these are third generation computer. It is quite small as compared to second and first generation. Okay. Let's read. Interpreter. Interpreter is one type of translator. This translator programs is used to convert a high level language program into machine language. An interpreter translates line by line. Suppose you have written the program, okay, in 5 page or 6 page, okay, then what will do the interpreter? Interpreter will translate line by line that program, what you have written, okay, then execute the instruction. Program means what? A set of instructions. So it will execute line by line program. Okay. An interpreter translates line by line, executes the instruction, and then repeat the procedure for the remaining instruction. If any error are found, they are to be immediately removed. The converted form is not stored anywhere, therefore it has to be generated at the time of execution of program. Interpreter programs are preferred for beginners and are slow in execution speed. Okay, those the interpreter translator is execute line by line, so it takes time. Yes or no? And it is also telling that when any error are found by the interpreter, it will give that error message that you have some error in this line. Okay, so it takes much time. Okay, here it is written some examples. Suppose the French president is visiting India on an official tour. In order to understand each other, both the French president and the Indian Prime Minister would require an interpreter to translate the French language into the English language and vice versa. Okay, understood? Okay. So in the right side, as you can see, there are some pictures are there. So this is for your general knowledge. Okay. So you will read all these things and you just remember. Okay, next, compiler. Another translator is known as compiler. It is a translator program used to convert a high level language programs into machine language. So compiler also converting high level language to machine language. Let's see what are the difference between compiler and interpreter. A compiler translates the whole program at once, that is, it generates the object code for the programs along with the list of error. the compiler execute the instruction very fast. So when you write the instruction or programs, if it is translated by the translator like compiler, it convert all the programs, mean it execute all the programs simultaneously. Okay, so it execute the instruction very fast, yes or no, as compared to the translator, because translator execute the program line by line, compiler execute the program at once and whole programs. Okay, suppose you have written 100 lines program, so the compiler will convert and execute all the 100 lines programs in once, not line by line. Understood? So in this way it will execute very fast. Next, fourth generation language means 4GL. Fourth generation language are closer to human language than any other high level language. Fourth generation language are combination of language which with the following features. What are they? Highly user friendly and dependent of any operating system. Very high speed of execution, designed to reduce level of programming effort, minimum effort from the user to obtain any information, designed to reduce the overall time it takes to develop software and the cost of software development. In 4GL, in 4th generation language, the user has to specify only the required output and the format of the output without bothering about the steps required to obtain that. Means it is very simpler. Okay, it is very simple as compared to other generation language. Here you can see the computer, 4th generation computer. So whatever we are using in this 20th century, these are the 4th generation language, 4th generation computer. Okay, so here are the features are there. These are the languages and these are the features. Machine language used binary codes to depict operators and data. Then machine dependent, the only language directly understood by the computer, Then assembly language use mnemonics codes or symbols instead of binary numbers. Machine dependent has to be converted into machine language by translator programs or assembler. High level language uses English word and mathematical operators. Machine independent has to be converted into machine language by translator programs, interpreter and compiler. Then 4th generation language, machine independent, minimal user skill required to obtain result, application development tools. Means basically what is happen in 4th generation language, no need to write lots of programs, only you have the basic knowledge of programming, then everybody can write the programs. Okay, then execution will also very fast as compared to other languages. Understood? So these are the things, these are the concept of programming languages. Okay, how the computers is using the programming languages in different generation we have read. Okay, let's recap what we have learned. Programming is the process of writing specific instruction in a computer language. Machine languages is the only language that a computer understands. Syntax are the rules governing the formation of statement in a programming language. Syntax means rule or regulation. Okay. When you are reading English, there is a rule and regulation, that grammar is a rule and regulation. Okay. If you don't know the grammar, how can you write the English properly? Like this, syntax is most required for each and every programming language. An interpreter translates line by line, whereas a compiler translates the whole program at once. This is the main difference. Okay. And another difference is what? Interpreter executes the program little bit slow as compared to compiler. Okay, it compile the programs or it execute the program very fast. Next, the term software was first used by John W. Tukey in 1957. Okay, fourth generation language are machine independent and very high speed of execution. Okay, so all of you read all these things and remember. Okay, here also some notes are written that in let's know more. Okay, so you read all these things and remember. Okay, next go train the brain. Train the brain means there are some questions are there which is in your book also. You just read this chapter carefully, okay, and then answer all the question on your book. Okay, if you don't have book, you just watch this tutorial and pause each and everything, you forward or backward, whatever you want to do. Okay, then read this question and find the answers. Okay, then if you don't have book, you can write on your copy. In the first section, fill in the blanks. Some hints are given there. You just read this and fill it. Then true or false. Then application based question. Next, multiple choice question and single 2 to 3 lines questions answer. Okay. You just pause my video. You can able to get all the question answer. Understood or not? Next, activity. If you have the computers or laptop at your home, you can do the activity. Okay, so till then, bye, take care.